Hey, and welcome back to Sewing from Scratch. Today I'm sharing what I made in February. Alright, so I'm going to start with a few items that I actually finished up in January, but they didn't make it into the January video, so I'm sharing them with you now. One is this Alleycat romper I made for my daughter out of this bears fabric, floral bears, and some navy cotton lycra. This is French terry and then it's lined with cotton lycra. I also made myself a pair of Arcadia joggers in the same bears fabric, which you can see here. And then this is I also made at the end of January. In my January video you would have seen the muslin for this, and I made the actual one up too, and this is my favorite make to date. Out of everything I've ever made, this is my favorite to date. I absolutely love it and I love wearing it. It's virtually flawless. My sewing was impeccable on this. I did have to shorten the sleeves, so I took it off at the shoulder and shortened it there instead of losing volume on the cuff. And then I also made my nephew a little outfit, which I'll pop in here for you guys to see a picture of. And then I also made this stretch corduroy snowflake jumper from Elemeno. I will link all these patterns down below for you guys to check out. This is one I've been meaning to make for a long time, and it actually only goes up to size 4, which is what my daughter is in now. So I figured I better get this made for her before she's too big for it. And I used these cute little buttons, and I did the flutter sleeve, and I did the ruffle elastic bottom, which I feel like could be rufflier, if that's a word. And then I made my little guy this sweater. Now this was using scraps of this bear material, and this was so amazing. I love this sweater. Fortunately it's a touch big, but he does like wearing it anyway. It just looks really big on him. I cut this bear shape out with my Cricut, and when I was cutting it, the piece, it's really hard to go through there, but my Cricut did take a chunk out of here, or a slice out of here, and I just put some interfacing behind it so it's not a gaping hole, and it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, so I cut out the navy fabric on my Cricut, and then I just put sewed a piece of the bear fabric behind. Look, I haven't even trimmed it yet. Oops. And this is the Banff sweater from Apple Tree Patterns. New sweater from them, and I absolutely love it. I will be making more of these for sure. So cute. And with that same bears fabric, I actually made a scrap buster eye mask for sleeping, and I will pop pictures in here for that too. Okay, this is another thing I made, and this is actually a practice garment for a tutorial that I'm trying to do, doing an actual tie at the bottom, and this was using the Elemeno twisted up top. It's a dolman pattern, and I made the long sleeve with the cuff. I'm using a thick waffle knit here, so the cuff is quite thick at the seam, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to maybe top stitch it or do something about that, maybe take it off and just do a hem. I'm not sure. I love wearing it. It's super cozy. I didn't hem the bottom, and you can see it's kind of fraying, so I'll maybe have to do something about that. But the way it is now, I wear it a lot over leggings, and it's really cozy for these last few weeks of winter that we're having. Okay, and then if you watched my Needle Sharp subscription box giveaway announcement, you would have seen me talk about these pants. These are the Anima pants from Papercut Patterns. There's some things I need to fix on them. I need to do a new waistband, and I need to take some length off. But the thing that didn't get into that video because it hadn't happened yet is my son took my fabric scissors to these pants. So there's some holes in the inner leg, inner thigh here, which is devastating enough. But then I just found this today. This is the bottom of the leg, and I know I have to take length off anyway, so I don't think I have to take off that much length. So we will see if interfacing can help it. But otherwise, these are made from a tencel fleece, which is my new favorite cozy fabric. Like, how could you, if you felt this, you would never go back to anything else. And yeah, love them. Love them, love them, love them. With the extra of the tencel fleece, I made this sweater that I've been wanting to make for a long time. It's a Burda pattern that my mom got at a garage sale this summer, and I used this quilted knit, and it is not very stretchy, unfortunately, so the neck is like hard to get on, and I had to kind of tuck in the sleeves, and there's just some things that aren't great about it, so fortunately it's not a win. I'm gonna have to alter it in some way, but I did make the bottom a tie-up, which I like, kind of my new favorite thing right now. It is not really a full length, it's not really a crop length, it's somewhere in between. I will leave the number of the Burda pattern in the description box for you guys if you're interested. It is a vintage pattern, not sure if I said that, so I don't know if you will be able to find it or not. And the other thing is, it is quite large on me, but I did want oversized, but it's like really oversized. I don't know, it's not something I would wear a lot. Like, it's really cozy and comfy, but I have other things in my wardrobe that I would pick before this one, so I am going to try and figure out a way to make it more wearable. Okay, and I just made this the other night, and it's not a win either. This is the Floral Dreams tank from Mac. It's a spaghetti strap, and then it like crosses in the back and goes through these loops. It's not a total loss, like I will probably wear it. It was made as a muslin anyway, so I'm not super upset about it. I used this gray jersey knit from a thrift store, which you will see in an upcoming video if you hit that subscribe button. And it's something that just maybe isn't for my body type. My bust is quite large, so it'll be great over a swimsuit, but I can't wear a real bra with it, and which I knew, but I thought maybe I could go without a bra, but it just looks indecent. I'm not even gonna show you a picture because it's that indecent. So it'll be like a beach over the bathing suit on the boat kind of thing. I did shorten it. It ends up being like just long enough now once I hem it. So when I go to make my second version of it, I will not shorten it as much as I did. I am only 5'2", and their patterns are drafted for 5'5", so I did reduce by the same amount, the right amount, but because my torso is actually regular height, I probably didn't need to. I probably could have got away with another ½ inch or even an inch here. I reduced it by 1.5 inches, and I probably should have reduced it by ½ an inch or an inch. So that's that. It is really cute. It is a really cute pattern on people who it flatters. Okay, and then if you follow me on Instagram, you have already seen this. If you're subscribed to my channel, you have already seen this. But this was a thrift flip, and it was my very first ever thrift flip. So I took this, what was a big zip up jacket, and it's kind of fleecy, not super stretchy, but not woven either. And I made it into a little zip up with a hood for my son. And he loves it. He wants to wear it all the time. Like, he asks to wear it, not even when we're going outside. And when we are outside, he's like, no, different sweater, tree sweater, mountain sweater. So he really likes it, which is always the best part, right? The only thing is I did not put pockets in it, and I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was just trying to get it done fast, but I wish I kind of wish I would have added pockets in there for him. Use the same zipper, I just shortened it, and I do have the video for this, which I will link for you guys as well. This actually started out as the Mac Be Creative hoodie, or Be Creative shirt. I don't think it's a hoodie, and I hacked on a 3-piece hood, which I drafted myself. In the video for this make, I do ask if you would like to see a 3-piece hood hacking, and if you would like to see the neckline cover up seam thing video, and if that's the case, I will make videos for those if there is interest, so you can leave me a comment, let me know. And then another thing I made, which again, if you're subscribed, you would have seen this just on Monday, but it was the Aspen tank from Seen and Sewn Patterns. I regret making this with black thread. I made it like, I did a neckband tutorial for you guys, but so I wasn't like, this was kind of just a muslin, and now I wish I would have used matching thread because I actually really like it, and I'm excited to start to do another one. It's actually a woven pattern, but I did use knit and it turned out just great, other than, you know, I had to take it in quite a bit, but that's this. And I will link to all the videos that are relevant down below as well in the description box. You can always check down there if you're wondering, you know, what I'm wearing or what kind of materials I used or what some of my favorite things to buy on Amazon are. You can check that all down in the description box. And I link to as many patterns and stuff as I can down there, fabrics, everything, related videos, whatever you need to know. I also try to link to websites, relevant websites, like for example this has, I actually wrote a blog post on this as well, which will be of course linked in the description box below. And then the last thing I made, which I just finished up, was a set of curtains for my daughter's room. I bought this fabric, I think I bought this when we moved her into her big girl room at our old house. So at the end of May, that would be 3 years ago. And finally got to sewing it up now. I think that's when I bought it. I really think that's when I bought it. But yeah, so I sewed it up. Did not take long, was an easy sew. I just had to do it, and that's like the last thing we needed to really finish her room and pull it together. And I wanted to do that for her in January, and then of course we were all sick. So I got it done now in February, and now I want to move on to my son's room, and he's got some curtains and sheets and blankets and things I need to make for him. So hopefully in March, if I can get my taxes all done on time and then do his room, then their rooms will kind of be complete finally. Other than his bed. We probably won't get to building his bed until next winter, unfortunately. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't yet, please do that now. As you know, I just wrapped up a giveaway for 2 Needle Sharp subscription boxes. Actually, when I'm filming this, I am going to make the draw right after this, and it was really fun. It was really fun to give those 2 away, and I am excited to do more giveaways, and the reason that is possible is because of you guys. So hitting that subscribe button helps me reach that higher subscriber count, and then it makes me want to thank you guys by giving you things, which I don't know if that's necessary, but I like doing it. It makes me excited, and I think it helps you guys to see that I'm a real person too. I hope. I want to share the things that I love with you guys too. Again, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with some friends. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.